Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maxine and I like to teach people how to sew and draft patterns. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute pencil bag. So you can use this for your stationery, you can use it for your makeup, even your sewing supplies. There's quite a lot that you can use this for. This is a beginner-friendly project that you can complete within an hour depending on your experience. This is the perfect project if you've got a lot of fabric scraps lying around and you're not sure what to use them for. You don't need a lot of fabric for this, and it makes a perfect gift as well. Let's go over everything that we'll need. We'll need some fabric, about 1/2 meter, and then we need some batting or wadding. I'll be using this fusible felt. I'll be doubling it up. You will need a ruler. You will need a pencil. And then you're going to need some paper to trace the pattern onto. Then you need a fabric marker. Make sure that it is erasable and not permanent. And then you will also need a zip, a 25 centimeter long zip. You will need some cotton. And then you need 2 kinds of scissors, your fabric scissor and your paper scissor, some pins. Then this is optional. You can use some tags if you want to. So now we can start drawing the pattern for the pencil bag. So you're going to start by drawing a rectangle, 18 centimeters by 24 centimeters. Then at the bottom corner, measure in 2 centimeters from both sides, and then we're going to curve the edges. Next, we will draw the ruffle, which is 65 centimeters by 8 centimeters. This will be cut on fold, so the one side, make sure that you place on the fold, and then you can just go ahead and name all the pieces. Then we can go ahead and trace our pattern on the fabric. We need to cut 4 pieces of the fabric. Then make sure that you cut the ruffle on the fold. So it's 1 piece fabric, unfold. Then you can cut out the batting. Then on 2 pieces of our outer fabric, we're going to draw the quilting lines. I'm drawing 2 centimeters apart and I'm doing a diamond shape. You can do different shapes if you want. If you want to do just straight lines, you can also do that. That looks very pretty. Now we can pin our batting to our fabric on both pieces, and then we can start the quilting process. Just make sure that you always start from the same side. So don't start one at the top and then the next line at the bottom. Then you're going to end up with bubbles on your fabric. So always start on the same side. Then one side you can add a label if you want to, and then just press the pieces nicely. Next, take your ruffle piece and then iron the whole piece in half. Then fold the right sides together, pin it, and then we're going to draw a curve. Next we can stitch on that curve, just that small piece, and then we're going to trim the excess fabric away and turn it inside out. Now we'll change the basting stitch, so your stitch length needs to be the longest stitch length, and then you're going to do 2 rows of basting stitches. Then take 2 of the same thread and then start pulling your fabric, and then you'll see you'll be able to gather your fabric piece. Gather your ruffle until you measure 50 centimeters, and then we can go ahead and pin that on our outer fabric layer. Next, we will sew the zip onto both the outer layer pieces. Then we will go ahead and sew both the linings to the outer layers only by the zip. Then we can do a top stitch. So we'll top stitch the lining just by the zip area. Now this is very important. Make sure that your zip is open on this step, and then pin the 2 outer layers together and then the lining pieces together. Then we will measure a 10 centimeter gap in the lining. So at the bottom, 10 centimeters, we won't be stitching in that area. Stitch all the way around the rest, and then you can pull the bag inside out. Then the last step is just to close that gap on the inside of the lining. Then there you have it. Please let me know how your bag came out, and see you next time.